Hello, hello. Jamik Muhammad here with Anointed Hands Wellness. And here is another movement of the week. This week, we're going to be talking about your hips. Again, a lot of things we've talked about over the past couple of weeks are usually tied together. When one bothers you, we start to compensate with other areas of the body. And that's how pain moves. If you've ever heard that term, that my pain has moved from my hip to my knee, from my hip to my back, and so forth. And it's not necessarily that the pain has moved, but due to the compensations, the changes, the guarding, the things that we've done to kind of not use that area of the body has caused other areas to have to work a little bit more. And because they're working more, now they're in pain and they're uncomfortable. So this week, we're going to be talking about the hips. The first week of January, we talked about the core. Last week was the back, and this week is the hips. So I'm going to give you two stretches that you can do to eliminate some of that hip tightness. If you're in the Midwest like I am or further north, then you are probably experiencing some snow, some ice. And so these stretches are good to help keep mobility in the hip. So as you're getting kind of off balance, those muscles can engage to keep you from falling, to keep you from hurting yourself, and things like that. So try this stretch. I'm going to give you two. The first is Piriformis Stretch, which is great for the glutes, posterior hip area. And then we're going to give you a Hip Flexor Stretch. And this is ideal. This stretch is ideal for anyone who does a lot of driving, a lot of sitting. If you work at a desk and you don't get a chance to get up and move around a lot, you probably have hip flexor tightness. This is a great stretch. Even if you don't, if you're a runner, if you're doing anything forward most of the day, which is most everybody in life, right? We don't move backwards, we move forward. And so you want to make sure you're stretching out those hip flexors. So here we go. Exercise number one. So the first one we're going to do is a piriformis stretch. And so for this one, we're going to be laying on our back, knees up. We're going to take one foot, whichever one, because we're going to do both. We always do both sides. We're going to take that ankle and put it on your knee on the opposite side. Then you can do this with either a strap or with your hands. We're going to take that hand, reach behind the knee of the one that the ankle is on, and pull up towards your chest. And we're going to hold this here for 30 seconds. You guys know I like 30 seconds, right? 30 seconds, we're going to hold this stretch. And then we'll switch to the other side. If this is too difficult for you, whether with your hands or with a strap, a dog leash, a belt, you can put it around here and kind of hold up like this. You don't want to just hold with nothing because you're working these muscles. We want to make sure that everything is relaxed, so we're holding it some type of way. If those two options are too difficult, you can't get back there, you don't have a strap, what have you. The alternate version of the piriformis stretch is taking the opposite hand, reaching outside the knee, and just kind of coming over towards the opposite shoulder. You take this hand, pull back towards the shoulder on that side, and you'll feel a stretch right through here. When you're up this way, you'll feel it a little bit lower, but same muscle that we are stretching. So that's two options for the piriformis stretch. The second stretch that we talked about was the hip flexor stretch. So our hip flexors come through here. If our hip flexors are tight, you will have low back pain. So we want to make sure we do a hip flexor stretch. So what I'm going to have you do, if you're laying on a table, you have to be in the air. So you can't do this one on the floor. You can do it on the bed. And if you're on the bed, so I'm going to show you this on the bed because that's probably the easiest way. Most of us don't have a massage table at home. So here's what we're going to do for the hip flexor stretch. You can either do it on the end of your bed if you don't have a footboard. If you do have a footboard, then you're going to do it on the outside or the edge of the bed, and you're going to go back that way. I'm going to do it this way. So get as close as you can to the edge, and then we're going to lay down. Once you're down, knees are up. It's very important to do this in this particular order. Otherwise, you won't feel the stretch as good. We're going to bring one knee. So after both knees are up, we're going to bring one knee to our chest. Hold into your chest really tight. Take the other foot and bring it off of the bed. So as you can see, my hip flexors are tight because ideally I should be flat on the bed. This is one that I need to do more consistently. Again, when you get ready to come out of it, you want to bring the leg up, put it down on the bed, switch, bring this knee into your chest, hold it really tight, and then drop off the bed. Hold it again for 30 seconds. Just let that leg go, let it relax. If bringing it up is too hard, you can always just keep it up this way and then drop it off. Let me show you on this side. It won't be as much of a stretch because now you can see I can get pretty much all the way down on the bed versus when I did this, right? So you want to make sure you bring, if you can, bring one knee up to your chest, drop the other one down so you're really getting a good stretch through our hip flexors that are right here. So I hope that helps. Try those out. Let me know what you think. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Did you find that you had a lot of hip tightness in the hip flexors? Did you find that you could do the anterior posterior tilt from our previous video? We would love to get your feedback to even know if these videos are helping you out. You could do a thumbs up, you can like, you can follow us so that we can make sure we're bringing you the content that you need, that you want, and that's beneficial for you. So let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.